over, and that'll put us into a circuit. We'll do a low and over, and then I think we'll just depart straight out over the lake, hey?
Sure, we'll do it on runway 29.
Cool, that'll have us nice and south down. Perfect. You can make a call.
Tipella traffic, this is Cessna 172 Golf Romeo Echo India. Currently at 1,800 feet, going to be crossing midfield of runway 29 for a low and over. Any conflicting, please advise us Romeo Echo India. Well, I said that thing.
What thing? Oh, conflicting paths. So, I mean, the local terrain here makes it so that you can't really do too much to stay off to the side, but we know that there's not really any other traffic around, I think, at the moment, so let's just angle a little bit further away from the terrain here. And we can kind of plan
I'll put the mixture back in.
That's fine, yeah. We can kind of plan our descent so that we would be able to glide to the field the whole way around. Normally you wouldn't be descending after you've crossed midfield, you should already be at downward altitude, right? But this is kind of an unusual situation. We're in a mountainous terrain. We know that there's no one around at the moment. We haven't heard or seen from anybody this entire time. So we can kind of make our own procedure that's a little bit safer by staying up a little higher here as we turn. We'll know that we've got plenty of altitude to be able to glide there if we had any kind of problem with our engine. How about our wind decision? Did we make the right decision? Can you feel any drift?
I can feel the drift, yeah.
Yeah, from this side for sure, right?
Yeah.
So that made definitely good sense. That was almost by chance. I kind of just wanted to do it this way just so that we could get a good look. Not that way, but sorry, not get a good look, get a good departure right down the way. Not thinking about what I'm saying. Okay, do you see the start of the runway still?
Yes, sir.
Back there. Cool.
Okay, downwind checks. Yeah, good. Runway secure, you're secure, doors secure, good. Engine gears looking good, no indication of carbide.
Just do an engine clear for me. We've had a loader. Good. Just wanted to make sure. If it's not going to come up for us, we want to land here rather than overshoot, crash here. We could probably handle doing another one of those before we land as well.
Yeah, sure.
We're a little bit high. I suppose we don't really want to use a ton of flat, but we'll actually do a loan over as though we were going to land here, just to give you the sensation of what it would be like to actually land here, rather than do a low pass inspection where you won't really get much of a look. So we'll just get right down into that valley. Let's get more flap down. Sure. We're not going to go full because there are some obstacles to overshoot. No, it's okay. We're not even close to full. Look at your flaps.
Okay.
They're just beyond 10 right now. So a little more still. A little more still. You got plenty of room to full. That's about 20 right there. 20 to 25.
Okay.
Yeah, this indicator is quite inaccurate. Sorry.
Okay. Let me just do one more right here.
Okay.
And then we can cut that power.
Yeah.
60, good. Check 500.
Cool. So we're obviously quite a bit higher than we would have been on an actual approach to land here. That's fine. Maybe just bring yourself a little further to the left. That'll give you a better look at the strip as well if you end up off to the right-hand side just a little bit. So you got huge power lines. You got trees at the far end. Oh, a little further down. A little further down. But we're going to stay in the cut trees here. Not